Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go!
They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll throw over the middle, taken in. Taking it right down Broadway.
still on his feet.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Glenn. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Glenn.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Glenn. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Glenn.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Velus Jones.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's Hill now on 2nd down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready!
Back to throw, Hill. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Check!
Now a give running left is Eckler. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
I'm not lying! I'm not lying!
Pushes him aside at the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Check! Happen! 19-9! Hey!
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good.
He's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or has that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Hall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Glenn. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
Here we go, strike!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Broncos.
To throw is Hill. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Seahawks.
65 catch.
Throwing again is Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hill.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Austin Eckler
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Jets 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they can't bring him down.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Hardman. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eckler, they run left side. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Here's Hill. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here's Hall again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Hill.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the gun, Hill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
makes the score.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
In every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Glenn.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up the middle with Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play action. It's Hill. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's brought down.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Ready? Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready, right?
On the give, this is Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Austin Eckler
With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw. Glenn.
And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 67 yards.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
14. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Here we go.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off of play action. Hill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Throwing to start the drive. Glenn.
Pass to the right. There's Jones.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Glenn.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
This is a counter play. Eckler, give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Hill.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Now it's Hill. On the screen, this is Eckler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.